Hello, everyone. My name is Hunter, and welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of WrestleSpeak Podcast. Now, I did promise y'all 3:30, but I've been out all day, so I'm very sorry. But I would not give up. I promised, and I failed. I will keep entertaining y'all as I can. So let's get it on the way. So today, I will review Hell in a Cell. Then we'll preview both review last week's episodes of SmackDown and Raw, and I'll review this week's episode of Raw. So yeah, let's start with Hell in a Cell first. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Jay. Hello, Jay. How are you, Jay? Oh, all right, here we go. So now we're reviewing Hell in a Cell. Approval match between WWE Champion Bobby Lashley and Sunday. Last night's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but also the highlight of the show. Championship clash between McIntyre and Lashley inside Hell in a Cell was one of many matches that exceeded expectations. With very few low points, the show delivered near constant entertainment from the pay-per-view opening match inside the cell between Bianca Belair and Bayley for Belair's SmackDown Women's Championship, the aforementioned championship. The show set up for a strong over the couple months series of August Sunset, which could serve as WWE's highlight of the year as the match returned to tour live crowds. So we start with the pre-show with Mandy Rose was Natalia. The match started with some intense stretches and chain wrestling from Rose decided to keep up the intensity of whipping Natalia's foot into the ropes and attacking the strikers. Rose went for a few quick covers before using her legs for a body system around Natalia's waist. Natalia came back with a flurry of offense and received dropping her two. Natalia was eventually able to maintain her upper hand long enough to block the shots away from the finish. Rose continued to improve as an Indian talent, but this fell firmly into the group and with relatively by the numbers kickoff. With great levels. Yeah, I would agree. She is improving, but this fell into the group of good kickoff matches. So, next, hold on. It's trippy. Oh, hey Charlie. Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to. There we go. All right, then we got SmackDown Women's Title on the line. Bianca Belair versus Bayley inside Hell in a Cell. Bayley went on the attack early and brought a chair into the equation, but missed on the first swing, allowing Belair to get a few quick near falls. Belair swung the ring into the chair several times after Bayley grabbed it again, but found herself defensive again after driving her shoulder into the ring post. Bayley kept the attack focused on the arm before reaching the steel steps into the ring. Bayley caught off Belair comeback attempt by finding the chair from the arm. Belair finally got things going when she made Bayley pay for suspending hair of the mechanical stick which she would bring and sell, and then the spine buster to try Bayley from the sticks. Bayley came back by tying the left hand to a steel chair which the challenger was seated. Bayley eventually was pulled forward to that subject from Belair tied the hair around Bayley's wrist. Kendall sticks quickly Bayley to the suplex. Bayley begged the referee to react, so to no effect, while Belair whipped on while laughing. Bayley brought a ladder to the ring, into the ring, and used it to sandwich Belair and hit a roast. Without leads to the face as Belair took back over the from the center on Bayley on top of the left with a kiss that on the open left. This was good stuff, but though maybe a little short of some lofty expectations in Bella's pivotal athleticism and Bayley's experience inside Hell in a Cell. The great level was. I would agree with it also. It did good. It did good, but I would prefer. Charlie said something much. Just chill at work. Yeah, that's okay. You go on and do that, Charlie. Alright. So anyway, yeah, I would agree with it. It did good. So that's got Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Rollins attacks Cesaro during this entrance. Cesaro still got the jump as soon as the match started. Hitting the body slam and hit big back body drop before hitting the boot to send Rollins to the floor. Rollins used a clumsy eye to put Cesaro on defensive and put him up for the team. Cesaro deathlift suplex led to Rollins having to dump Cesaro to the outside with a backdrop and a springboard knee for a 2 count. Cesaro came back with Rollins' shut his mouth before continuing his assault. Rollins hit a Falcon Arrow for a 2 count bump, another nip on for a kick to the back of Cesaro's head. The Rollins get the job done. Cesaro came back and fixed Cesaro's into a knocking sharpshooter. As Rollins reached for the ropes to break the hold, Cesaro switched himself to a crosses transition back to the sharpshooter and the Rollins and fall. Cesaro stomped on Rollins' opposite again. The Rollins was warm up before a small package. The finish was a little odd, but this was the expected solid match between Rollins and Cesaro. Two of the best gimmick abilities on the WWE roster. Great moments. Yeah, I will agree. This was the first match of the night. It did a wonderful job. It did as much as we expected it to be. And yeah, did good. Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler was next, and Bliss calmly walked forward while Baszler hesitated to engage until Reginald caused distraction inside. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. I'll be back in just a moment. Sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that, guys. All right, now let me read this again. The list was just sharing things with Liz Comey walked forward while Baszler hesitated to cost destruction at ringside, allowing Baszler to get her offense going with some strikes. Riz continued to alternate between anger and happiness as Baszler continued to attack the kicks and punches and joint blocks. Sorry, not good. During the race whistle, this the other Baszler to look her at her Baszler released the hold that she had. This allowed Liz to unleash a flurry of offense and a DDT for a near fall. Liz stares still down now and Jackson race after Jackson heard her movements and slapped Mitchell for magic. Liz then hits her sister Abigail and a twisted Bliss for the win. Nothing about this Bliss character works, and this remains a bad news for everyone involved. Yeah, I kind of agree on that. That one did fail. Whew. Then we got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Owens took the fight right to Zayn to get the match started, but Zayn used a few underhanded tactics to get rolling offensively to repel to suplex Owens, while Owens to reverse before a cannonball in the corner for a 2 count. After attacking Owens' arm, traveling his throat, still affected by the Nigerian nail, Commander Aziz, into the ropes. Zayn hit a big flipping dive over the top rope onto Owens on the outside. As the ref checked on Owens' arm, Zayn ran forward with a boot. Owens fought back with the post on the outside, tried swanton from the ring area. Zayn got his knees up to counter and hit a blue thunderbomb back in the ring for the near fall. Owens fought back with one arm before Zayn delivered a big exploder suplex to counter and started for a near fall. For another near fall, excuse me. As the action spilled to the outside, Owens hit a stunner and Zayn barely beat the 10 count to stay alive. With Zayn bleeding from the mouth, the two exchanged punches and headbutts from the knees. Zayn hit a knee to the back of Owens, and Owens throat verting the bottom rope. Zayn pounds hitting a Lufa kick for the win. This was good physical wrestling with a good storyline plan for Owens' toughness not being able to overcome the damage to his body. And it was a B+. Yeah, that was a good match. Unfortunately. And their rivalry been going on since NXT days. But they did good. They did an amazing job. Well done. So then now we got the Raw Women's title match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Flair attacked Ripley before the match actually began and hit Ripley almost immediately after the bell. Flair kept Ripley on the defensive, dominating the action while taunting the champion. Ripley's comeback included a big dropkick from the top rope before blocking the high angle Texas Clover before Flair launched her into the turnbuckle. Flair followed up with natural selection and an attempt to use the real rope for leverage on the pin. Flair went for a moonsault from the top rope, but landed on her feet and adjusted to a standing moonsault after Ripley attempted to roll out of the way with sensitive earful. Ripley, now dealing with an injured leg from the focused attack by Flair, managed to hit a superplex for a 2 count as the momentum continued to swing wildly. Flair went for an attack from the corner, but Ripley moved out of the way, allowing her to get a grip time and 2 twisted ropes, allowing Flair to get her foot on the bottom rope. Flair went back to working on Ripley's leg for walking into the figure 8, but Ripley was able to pull herself through the bottom onto the floor to escape. Ripley then pulled off the top of the commentary table to hit Flair. Ripley resulted in disqualification and allowing Ripley to continue the title. Ripley continued the attack after the battle, and laid out Flair with another grip time. This was a very good match. Some were taken out by a really questionable finish. The scene did not play to the decision of the match at all. It was very I disagree. That match should be at least a C for it because it was a questionable finish. What was the point of being disqualified? Of putting Flair for the announcer and she would be disqualified? That's kind of bullshit. That's kind of bullcrap to me in my eyes. I mean, these two deserve a rematch. As much as I hate that idea, I think these two deserve the rematch after that. Then we're on to the main event. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship inside Hell in a Cell. Lashley immediately dove for the ring and tried to pull something from under the ring, but McIntyre followed, driving Lashley's face into the something side into the wall. Lashley fired back using the ring steps, but McIntyre lifted him up for a suplex and walked him into the cell wall before grabbing the ring steps and twice grabbing him into Lashley's head. The two men continued to attack each other outside the ring, with Lashley suffering a cut on his arm. As McIntyre sat at the table, MVP slid his cape through the cell, allowed Lashley to get the upper hand once again. After being rammed to the cage and linked several times by Lashley, McIntyre came after his own version of Sheamus' spike doors on the ring steps. McIntyre continued his dominant stretch before grabbing several chairs and throwing them into the ring, delivering a face-first slam to Lashley onto one of them. Lashley nearly locked in the hurt block, but McIntyre countered a sit-out powerbomb for a 2 count. Lashley fought back, using the ring steps to ram McIntyre into the cell wall over and over where he helped trap McIntyre in the bird by sliding a kendo stick through the chain. Lashley brought McIntyre back into the ring and settled the chair before driving McIntyre into the flat. Lashley hit McIntyre with a kendo stick several times until McIntyre trapped it with his arm and used a chair before being shoved into the referee, who was knocked out of the ring. With the referee down, McIntyre hit a future shock DDT, but no one was said to make the count. McIntyre demanded a new referee enter the show before laid Lashley out for Claymore. With the cell door open, MVP pulled the ref from the ring to make the save. MVP then found himself locked inside the cell, and on the receiving end of McIntyre attacked Eddie Claymore. McIntyre was distracted enough to allow Lashley to lock into the Hurlock outside of the ring, but McIntyre launched himself backward through the table to break the hold. Back in the ring, McIntyre lined up another Claymore after using still touching chair to attack Lashley, but Lashley was able to duck down the way and set McIntyre through the table at ringside with a chokeslam. McIntyre countered a spear from Lashley and hit another future shot, went for a Claymore forward to him. MVP grabbed his leg to set up Lashley for a roll up to steal. This was good, violent stuff for two bruisers and a refreshing addition of Hell in a Cell that didn't require a big bump from the top fourth side of the cage. Even with another match on the night with an odd finish. Thankfully, Lashley can now move on from McIntyre. Great. Level is an A-. Yeah, I would agree. It was a very good match. Hey, Tom, how you doing? This was a great match. No doubt about it. Woo, it's crazy. All right, now we have moved on from Hell in a Cell. Let's go preview SmackDown. Let's go preview SmackDown. Well, Raw and last week's episode of Raw and SmackDown. Excuse me, I can't even speak today. You know what? Let's just preview Raw first. This week's episode of Raw first. That way we can get it out of the way. All right, now let's preview Monday Night Raw. Drew McIntyre and the others to square off in another big qualifying match. Drew McIntyre might just have a path to the WWE Championship after all. At the follow short inside Hell in a Cell with Mrs. Lashley in front of WWE Champion Bobby Lashley, McIntyre can bounce back with a big win if he faces Riddle tonight in the Money in the Bank qualifying match, forcing the path to entry in the Money in the Bank level. Huge grip McIntyre can guarantee himself another title on 2 years down the road. He will have to go through a strong rise first, or the original WWE Champions. Plus, Randy Orton, Elias John Morrison, and the Money Big Club. In their first ever singles matchup, Randy Orton and John Morrison will battle out the stakes high. A spot in this year's Money Big Live matches will go with the winner of this clash to the Johnny Drip tonight in Raw. With Morrison's drip stick coming in play, or will fall quickly to the most free, the most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. Ricochet and AJ Styles set for battle. Ricochet versus AJ Styles spot Money Bank Live match stake. Let's do it. The new and the rivalry that dates back to 2019 to clash over the United States Championship. Ricochet will square off against the phenomenal last night on Raw, the winner making his way to this year's Money Bank Live match with a colossal almost and at ringside. Ricochet battle needs to overcome the odds to get one step closer to the Money Bank contract. Then we have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross taking on Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler in the tag team Money in the Bank qualifying match. Tonight, two sets of former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions will square off in the high stakes match of the former friends of Felicity Crossbow, Nia Jax, Jay Baszler, and the qualifying match. Both members of the victorious team will qualify. Can the Twisted Bliss coexist with a one-time partner that was several two-related encounters in the past year? Will Cross build on the recent success of his Raw with Sherry, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair? The wake of Bliss's haunting match against Fear's Maze at WWE Hell in a Cell last night and a match against the Assistant Force last week. Will the WWE Universe be treated to strange happenings during the contest? Will Baszler be on the same page with Jax or Cena as a calamity? Who will earn the place of career alternate match? And Asuka and Naomi will join forces against Eva Marie and her dominant cohort and the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Tonight, Asuka and Naomi will join forces against Eva Marie and the mysterious superstar that took place in the return match last week on Raw in the Money in the Bank qualifying match. The two members of the Ladies Town will qualify for the high stakes showdown. Who will secure entry into the life-changing Money in the Bank ladder match? You'll miss Monday Night Raw at 8/7 on USA Network for your chance to find out. Oh, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good, Tom. All right, that's my preview. That's the preview for Raw. Now we're gonna review last week's episode of Raw and SmackDown. All right, here are the Raw results from last week. Nikki Cross defeated Charlotte by count out. After Nikki Cross pinned the Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley last week, she was briefly released live for the rest of the night. Looks like she struck her enough for Fisher's opponent to count out Fisher with the group to away. Really social momentum and all style matches. So, John Morrison defeated Jeff Hardy. After this, continued to with his leg injury. John Morrison continued to fight so pick up the Jeff Hardy's Starship and Center. Inside, Jeff Hardy defeated Section Outsider. Moments after Jeff Hardy's match against John Morrison, Center Outsider chose to go back to the clinic and disrespectful. As a result, Morrison Hardy second opportunity match promised to retire and lost. The guts of the charismatic paid off as a common Center. Even Marie's return led to her mysterious goal of defeating Naomi after weeks of teasing her return. Continuing match with beautiful, charismatic Eva Marie is still in further machine out the mysterious goal of replacing the match. A simple, dominant force that would give her she's like Arcade Brawl defeated New Day. After its opponent has Arcade Brawl, the most majority of the growing tags in that tournament. So all groups from such to after people Rare Ripley defeated Asuka after costing Charlotte the match was cost lifelong mischief. King Asuka wins. So, in the aftermath of the lifelong seven, absolutely take off post-match Raw. Alexa Bliss defeated Nia Jax by disqualification during the match that was a one-time for Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss became my rate professional circuit aired December 8th. Field preferred Williams Bliss hit Nia on the Twisted Bliss pin. Before she gets the pin down, Reggie suddenly pulled her off Jax and brought out landing to the contest by disqualification. After the match, Bliss seemed to almost hypnotize when she revealed another layer to Jackson right to field Elias by count out. Once again, Elias walked away from this matchup against the length. Going to be looking for a Cobra Jackson right to take off the count. Drew McIntyre to do AJ Styles by disqualification. AJ Styles is one prisoner for the law. The loss is a loss. Interfering with Drew McIntyre's matchup against the Phenomenal. Both WWE champions Bobby Lashley and the Viking Force came down to ringside for support. McIntyre beat the Almighty to a punch right after WWE champion outside the ring. Moments later, Lashley charged the brutality to bring the prince of the match. As a result, the Viking lady stepped through ropes and sent the top right out of the ring. As a result, the WWE officials wanted to restart the match as a six-man tag team match. Drew McIntyre and Mike Reyes with Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles in the loss. Phenomenal one took attacking the lock and actually attacked Lashley. The others picked the lead momentarily from the tower over off his game. When he turned around, he went right into McIntyre's finger kick. Seconds later, the Scottish himself hit the Almighty to an incredible win here to the other side. That's it. Whew. Yeah, I can't have someone else join. Can't have you join here because I don't want controversy whatsoever. I'm sorry, Tom. Now we're going to SmackDown. Going to the past episode of SmackDown. There is the SmackDown results from last week. Rey Mysterio engaged Roman Reigns in some match. Focus on retribution for some dominant. Rey Mysterio fell out here as champion with Reigns sparking on face-to-face that intensified the really showdown with Sunday. Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz defeated BB and Kevin Owens. After Reigns' tag team lost to BB and Kevin Owens on the same match, Apollo Crews is enlisted to help defeating Kurt Angle and Commander Aziz for a tag team match. Master strategist joined SmackDown announce team. Saints disrupted paper before Aziz hit Kale in Nigeria and left the conspiracy dancing to the backstage for the episode match. And got Siski and Raw defeated King for the crowd match. After weeks of taunting people down the ground, King the Strong Job went head to head against the Ruthless Monarch of the crowd. The Ruthless cheering him on the inside. Got Raw overcame the Ruthless right corner, Eagle. Bailey set up painful matches to they're there on route to hell. So showdown after all those SmackDown Women's Championship that were called out within 2 days before the SmackDown was structured in match. So it wasn't until she announced that the match would be decided on Sunday. Here, aged EST of the using the lowest ever. She was still beat down at the time. Angelo Dawkins was service contest before the government. Angelo Dawkins attempted to payback notice for his great attack upon his floor last week. Pre-back slap by Jack gave the cost of receipts to go off the rails and let the North Vegas vicious 2-on-1 beatdown at the hands of Orders and after the Academy was struck. Roman Reigns defeated Rey Mysterio in his security match. The SmackDown's first ever Hell in a Cell match. Rey Mysterio engaged with Reigns and letting down the tower after the head of the table hurled up over the top rope match. Directly on the unforgiving side of the match. Completely out of the match. The legendary luchador incorporating everything possible from his quest for payback, including fire, extinguisher, toolbox, and a steel chair. Mysterio even delivered a boss flash off the top rope to drive the steel chair into the tower. Reigns fought back like only the head of the table could, punishing the massive 6-1 possible. In the following moments, Reigns hurled Mysterio over the top and through the air and after the biggest deal of the sound. And then locked in the verge of the guillotine to make things in the aftermath, Jimmy Uso and Motion watched his lanes with luckily the guillotine letting get on right. That one was a match. That was a match. Yeah. So, yeah, that is going to do it for WrestleSpeak Podcast. Once again, I'm so sorry. I promised y'all at my 3 o'clock I would do this, but I was out all day. I was busy. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm still, mind if y'all surprised I still do it at 5 o'clock. Well, yeah. So, anyway, yeah, that is going to be it for WrestleSpeak Podcast. I want to thank Jay, Pinkman Charlie, and Tom Lewis for joining me on the live chat. Subscribe to their channels if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a video or a live stream. Also, go follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, so that is it for WrestleSpeak Podcast for this episode. And I will see you guys next time.